Joanie and Gary McGuffin are experienced outdoor adventurers. They're also photojournalists who've paddled many of Canada's rivers, documenting their beauty and wildlife. As Franco Mariotti will tell us, their latest project is to canoe the lakes and rivers of northern Ontario that connect together fragments of old-growth forest.
Many people dream of having a life full of adventure, but few people can actually achieve it. Two people, Joanie and Gary McGuffin, are actually living their dream. From kayaking along the coast of Greenland's fjords to climbing the Ecuadorian Andes, the McGuffins can inspire the most hardened armchair adventurer. This year, these Canadian explorers have dipped their paddles into the rivers of northern Ontario. They've embarked upon a 1,000-mile journey to explore and document the last remaining Great Lakes, St. Lawrence old-growth forests.
On the map of the world, I think we live in a pretty special place. I grew up near Algonquin and Gary, Temagami. That's where we learned to canoe. We now live on the shores of Lake Superior, and we think we have something pretty special right here in our own backyard. So we wanted to share it with people here in northern Ontario. And, well, the forest itself and what it means and what it involves and the rivers that flow through this forest. We wanted to share that with people.
And the McGuffins are used to sharing. They've published articles, books, presented slideshows, and displayed photographs of their past voyages. But modern technology has let them document this trip a little differently. Armed with a satellite phone, a laptop computer, and a digital camera, the McGuffins will maintain a website en route. Images of water, wilderness, and wildlife hit the internet from the inside of an 18.5-foot canoe.
Previously, we had done some extensive interviews with CBC on two journeys across the Canada, one a 6,000-mile canoe trip and another 7,500-mile bicycle trip. And those were very successful ways of getting Canada out to Canadians. And it was really, it was fun. It kind of broke up the trip. But because we had to go to wired telephones, it kind of became obtrusive on a wilderness trip trying to find telephones. So when an individual out of Sault Ste. Marie, Art Osborne, told us about this MSAT satellite telephone that you could actually take with you. That was, I guess, the first step to this whole chain of technology which we've been able to incorporate.
Gary, I'd like to know more about the technology.
Well, it's all here in the canoe right now, and I don't think this wind's going to die down by the look of the sky. Maybe we can just set up camp and pull things out and let you see things close up. So the first part of this process is actually capturing the images. And this is my regular Canon 35mm system, because we're shooting this whole journey on 35mm film. But the addition is the digital imagery, and this is a Canon EOS 1N body. It's called the EOS DCS3. And so it's a digital camera.
So you connect, Gary, this directly to the computer.
That's right.
Transmit across to the internet.
Yeah, after, all I have to do is select any of my lenses, Canon lenses here, and just put that on there. Remove the lens cap, turn the camera on, and we're ready to shoot.
That's great. So can we see a sample of that now?
Well, let's do it, yeah. Okay. Get together. That would be good. I'll just fire a few shots. Don't forget to smile. Oh, that's good.
To bring these kinds of images into your home, the camera is connected to a Macintosh computer. Labeled as the world's fastest laptop, big programs like Adobe Photoshop are ready to use within seconds. The pictures are then downloaded and stored for future use. By connecting the computer to a portable phone, the images bounce off a satellite 36,000 kilometers above the Earth and back to the McGuffins' website. Our picture took only 3 minutes to send. Even with all this high-tech equipment, they still rely heavily on Mother Nature. Solar energy keeps the system running.
What we look for in a campsite now is not just a flat spot for the tent and a place to go swimming, but a southwest facing location for the satellite phone to transmit and a place to set up the solar panels.
The camper of the 90s.
For Joanie, Gary, and their traveling companion, Kalijah, the journey has just begun. Starting out in the heart of Algonquin Park, their goal is to paddle through Temagami and on to Lake Superior by summer's end. More importantly, though, they hope to show Canadians the value and beauty of this ancient landscape.
And we hope through our efforts we'll be able to maybe preserve some of these last vestiges of the mixed old-growth forest left in North America, so other people can follow in our footsteps or do their own ancient forest journey. But we really hope that through our efforts in communicating what we see along the way, that people will see a real need to protect these last regions. So not just ourselves, but people for years and years to come will be able to go and visit and see what sort of a landscape sustained people here for 5,000 years. And it's pretty neat to go into a last remaining forest landscape and see something that old, and just to think about everything that went before and is now and will go into the future.